Okay, we're getting into 3.3. This is part 2, so it builds off of the synthetic division, but it also combines what we did last week where we were pulling the characteristics of the polynomial out of the equation. All right, so this is that first part of your note sheet. Mine's formatted a little bit differently just to fit on the screen a little bit better, okay? So you have that kind of open space in the middle. That's where you're going to do a lot of your work. But I want you to start by filling out the left side. We're going to cross out where it says type. I'm not going to worry about that. But this is kind of a quick review of what all those numbers mean in the polynomial. So find the degree, find the leading coefficient, the y-intercept, all 3, because that's our highest exponent. Leading coefficient, 1. Total solutions, 3. Y-intercept, positive 6. Maximum turns, 2 of them, because it's 1 less than the degree. Okay, now this part is where some people have hit a little speed bump. Always start with the right end. Okay, no, typically in like every other part of our world, we go left and then right, right? For this stuff, do right end first. If it's a positive leading coefficient, the right end rises. Doesn't matter whether it's even or odd. If it's positive, it rises. Okay, then we look at the degree. If the degree is odd, like it is in this case, 3 is odd, then it does the opposite of the right end. So this is going to be full. Now they tell us up here that one of our solutions is -2. So what we're going to do is use our synthetic division, and we're going to find the other 2 solutions of this. So we're going to set it up 1, 6, 11, and 6. And then -2 is going to be our red number on the outside. Okay, go ahead and work through your synthetic division and get your depressed polynomial. Remember, we bring down the first number first, and then multiply, and add, and then multiply, and then add, and then multiply, and then yay, we get a 0. So my depressed polynomial is going to be x squared plus 4x plus 3. Now, because we're finding the solutions to this, we are setting it equal to 0 because we know our solutions are our x-intercept. Now, what would I do with this to find solutions of it? Jackson, what'd you say? Factor it. You're right. Great. X, and then the factors of 3 that add up to 4 are plus 3 plus 1. So then our solutions to this are going to be x equals -2. That's the one they gave us, right? X equals -3, and then x equals -1. So now we're going to put it on our graph. They're going to be right next to each other. 3, 2, 1, all in the negative. And then I know my right end rises. My left end falls. Do I have any multiplicity here? Nope, that's something you always need to check for. All right, so we can just go through our points. So we're going to go through -3, then back through -2, and then, oh, I forgot something. I forgot my y-intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it should go up through 6. Like that. Cam Adams does a good job. Good. So this one, they give us 2 solutions, right? So we're going to have to do synthetic division twice here on this one. And then we're still going to cross out the type. All right, so go ahead and fill in your degrees and go through all that. You can go ahead and go through your synthetic division. I want you to get your depressed polynomial and then stop, because there's a little detail with this one. When we get to the factoring part, that we have to do a little thing, okay? Our degree is 4. Leading coefficient is -1. That's like something important that we need to know, okay? Total solutions are 4. My y-intercept is -6. My max turns is going to be 3. My right end, okay, because it's negative, my right end is going to be full. And then because it's an even degree, my left end matches my right end. So they're both going to be full. Now we do our synthetic division, and we're going to have two levels of this, okay? So I'm going to create my bracket right here. Keep our colors going. And it's going to be -1, 1, 7, -1, -6, and we're going to put 1 on the outside. Where did I mess up? That's right. There we go. See? I made a mistake, but it's a small mistake, but it turns into a big mistake. And of course, this time I caught it on video. Great. Right, that negative makes a big deal. Right, so now we add, then we get a 0 here, then we get 7, and we get 7 here, then we get 6, and then I get 6 here, and then I 0 out. Yay! Now we do it again. Now we're going to do our other one, which is 3. -1, -3, -3, -9, -2, -6, 0. Okay, so my depressed polynomial is going to be -x squared minus 3x minus 2. What's the problem with that? Is that factorable? The factors of -2, they can add up to -3. Well, if I have a -2, that means that one of my factors is going to have to be positive, one's going to be negative. Well, -2 plus 1 doesn't give me -3, and +2 minus, no, like that doesn't work, right? That's where this little guy kind of messes things up. We need to factor that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the negative outside of it, and then we're going to have x squared, and then it's going to flip all of our signs like that. Now I can factor it. Because it would be a lot more work. Yeah, it would end up being a lot more work than just factoring it out. And then like you'd have to do swoop, factor, divide. If you only swoop it over, then it's going to change the 2 to a +2, but not the -3, right? Like it would affect a lot of different things. Okay. All right. Now this is easy to factor. So I've got x plus 2, x plus 1. So all my solutions, the two that they gave me are x equals 1, x equals 3. And then my new solutions that I found are x equals -2, x equals -1. So now let's put those on a graph. We're at -2, -1, +1, 3. Do I have any multiplicity? Nope. Both are fall and fall. And then we'll put our y-intercept on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this graph is going to go like this. Your assignment is going to be to finish this page. We've already done a third of it. There's 4 of them left. You'll work through it using the strategies. The next one you're going to do on there, you're going to have to do 3 levels of synthetic division. All right.